How you guys doing this morning?
Good, thank you.
Good. I'm gonna get comfortable. Sorry, guys. I don't feel like I'm gonna be casual with y'all today. I don't need to dress up or nothing. So I want to ask y'all a quick question. How many of y'all have self-esteem issues? Everybody should raise their hand. Because everybody actually suffers from self-esteem. High self-esteem, low self-esteem, we all have the problem. Whether we think too highly of ourselves or we think too lowly of ourselves. We could put ourselves down or we could say, you know what, I'm the best. I'm at the top level of everybody. There's nobody above me. We all have it. My name is Koryn and I'm going to talk to you guys about self-esteem, especially in teenagers today. Let's go through high school. This is when everything really counts the most. This is when our grades count the most, when our appearances count the most, how we present ourselves, and how people judge us. Now, how many of y'all woke up this morning saying, you know, I'm going to look my best today? I did. I had to do it for y'all today. Mr. McDermott didn't have to, but he chose to. Now, how many of y'all actually spent time on y'all's outfit today? You got a choice. We all did it because we don't have to, but we want to. How long did you spend on your makeup this morning?
About 10 minutes.
Why?
Because I just have to make sure that my imperfections are covered.
Well, what's wrong with your face?
The breakouts, they bother me.
So?
The girl, I guess it's kind of hard because we don't want to seem ugly.
But we're not ugly. That's the thing. None of us are actually really ugly. All of us are beautiful or handsome in our own special ways, but we just choose to hide everything that's on our face because, oh, we have blemishes. I have blemishes on my face. I won't even lie. There's every day that I'll wake up and be like, you know what? Bump it. I'm just not going to wear makeup today because I don't feel like it. But then there's days I'll wake up and be like, you know what? 10 minutes on makeup, it'll be all right. But it's not worth it because we're all beautiful. We're all handsome. There's nothing wrong with us. But yet we make ourselves seem that way. We make ourselves seem like there's always a negative part. I hear girls around our grade, Taylor, we all say, you know what, I'm too fat, too skinny. But there's nothing wrong with us because we're all how we're made. Yeah, I'd love to reach 120 pounds. Not gonna lie. That's a good fantasy of mine. Doubt it'll happen, but I hear people around my school saying, you know what, you're too small, you're too skinny. I wish I was as skinny as you. And I'm telling them, no, you don't. You know how hard it is to find size 0 pants? It's impossible. You have to go find them and then trim them down so then they actually fit your waist because you have none. It's impossible. So then I go onto Facebook and I see people arguing, not about appearances, not about who their boyfriend or girlfriend is or how their life is, but about their clothes, their shoes, socks. I see people arguing, getting ready to fight with one another over socks. Because their sock game isn't right. Their shoe game isn't right. Their Snapchat game isn't right. I'm sorry. I have red socks, black socks, white socks. I may have a blue sock. I don't know. I couldn't find it, but that's all I got. So my shoe game, my sock game is whack. I will admit that. It's whack. I don't care. No one sees my socks unless I literally sit out there and say, hey guys, I bought a red sock today. Like it. Love it. No. No one cares about that kind of stuff, but we make it important. We make it important what we wear, what we display ourselves as. But why? Why is that so important to us? Matt, every time you walk out the house, do you ever think you have swag?
All day.
All day. But what makes your swag?
Me.
You or your clothes?
Me.
Your clothes?
Me.
But why? How do you make it?
Just how I act.
How you act. So shouldn't we focus more on how we act instead of what we wear? How we dress up our face, how we dress up our body? Shouldn't we make it more our personality? But people forget that. I see people arguing over Jordan saying, you know what, I copped these shoes yesterday. Got them 50% off. That's fantastic. I can go to the mall right now and get them 50% off. Does that mean I have swag now too? Or does that just mean I have the same shoes as you? So what makes us who we are? What makes it so hard for us to accept who we are as individuals? We had a conversation, I think Taylor, you were there for it. We had a conversation on tanning in advisory. This Pringle wanted to tan. And some people were like, you know what? I get tans 3 times week. Now me, I'm naturally tan. It's a gift. But yet at the same time, not that long ago, it was a disaster. It was a virus. It was a plague. Being black was ridiculous. It was unheard of. We were discriminated against. So why is it everybody wants to be the same color? Why is that? Just not that long ago, you judged us. You threw us down. You segregated us for the same color you want to be every single day. I can go to the beach right now. Not gonna lie. Lay down on the floor, 15 minutes in the sun, roll over, 15 more minutes in the sun, and end up the exact same color I was when I first went out on the beach. No difference. So why do we put ourselves under a heating lamp for over an hour, damage our skin for maybe a good couple days of a tan the same color? Why do we do that? Why do we worry so much about what people think about us, what people say about us? Because I promise you, they'll be talking about you to the day you die. And even after you die, they're going to be saying, you see that person in that grave? Boy, let me tell you about them. They're going to keep talking every single day. It doesn't matter what they say about you because you are who you are. That's you. I see people, I'm not going to say this out loud. I gotta teach you. We gotta work on your marketing. We had, in the word, on Facebook. You probably won't know it. Oh, y'all know. You know. You know. All day. Editing their pictures, you can't tell their face from their foot, their head from their waist. You can't tell. You can't tell if their hair is actually their clothes. It's so edited, it's so blurred, you can't see who they actually are. But why do we do that? Why do you edit your pictures?
I don't edit my pictures.
Good. I edit my pictures sometimes, just because I don't like how I look. I know some people edit their pictures so much, when people see them in person, they're like, are you sure that's you? Are you, this is the same person? Yeah, I'm the same. No, you're not. You don't look anything like it at all. But these people, God bless their souls. I'm sorry. Every single day I see one of them on there, on my Facebook. It costs all of the money to speak. I'm a bad. How are you bad? Is it how you act? Is it how you dress? Or is it how you look? What makes you bad? Lupe Fiasco wrote a song called Bad on his album, Food and Liquor 2, describing exactly what these two words does to our society. How it influences young boys and young girls. How they call themselves this, and then what people think of them. There's two definitions of it. The girl can think of it as a positive, and the guy can think of it as a negative. So which one is it? But I promise you, you can see them talking about themselves on the bad all day. Watch when somebody calls them that word the next day. Yeah, they'll be bad because they'll be bad attention. Because they're going to be in detention after beating the person up for calling them the same thing that they just called themselves 24 hours ago. So why do we do it? Why do we honestly do this to ourselves? Why do we say, this is how I am, I'm the top, I'm the best, or I'm the lowest, we're actually all perfect? Yeah, there's no definition of perfection, but we all make ourselves who we are. In high school, again, we change ourselves to fit in. I know people wanted to be scarce, they want to be the jocks, they want to be the artistic people, they want to be the really athletics, they want to be the intellectual. So they change their appearances, they change their whole personality. If I wanted to be a skater right now, I'd go out and buy a skateboard, I'd go buy some, I don't know what skaters wear. I think they wear shorts and, I don't know. I just see people on boards going really fast. But the moment I buy that skateboard, the moment I go out there and start, that's the moment I've changed who I am. That's the exact moment. The moment you sit there and say, I'm going to be a jock, and you pick up a basketball, you pick up a football, and you've never touched a court in a day in your life, and you don't even know if the basketball goes in the hoop or if it stays on the ground. You don't know. That's the day you change exactly everything who you are. So why do we do it? We're all perfect the way we are. God made us perfect the way we are. I know I used to worry about it all the time. I used to have the worst low self-esteem ever. one day I woke up, God bless him, my boyfriend looked at me that morning. I think my eye was like half open, my other face was like half, my mouth was like wide open, my hair was all everywhere. It looked like someone ran over me and then threw me in hell and took me back out and said I was too ugly. But no, he looked at me and said, you know what? You look beautiful. I looked at him and I said, you're lying. He's like, nah, I wouldn't be with you if you didn't. And I said, are you sure? He said, yeah, you look beautiful. So I took myself, I looked in the mirror, I said, you know what? I am. Just who I am. I am exactly who I am. I am beautiful just the way I am. And I don't want to change that. And I don't want people walking around and saying, you know what, I'm ugly, I don't look right, I'm fat, I'm this. But if you really don't like your weight, go out and change it. That won't change who you are, but that's something you can do for yourself. Let's say someone would go to the doctor and they're like, you know what, you're overly obese. You really need to change that. That's something you need to change. But if you're literally 135 pounds and you're about my height, that's what doctors say the perfect weight is for you. So why are you fat? How are you fat? How are you different? How are you something that you shouldn't be? You're perfect the way God made you. He wouldn't make you this way if you weren't. So I just want y'all to think about that. What's wrong with y'all? Do you actually have flaws? Or is it something you're just looking in a twisted mirror and saying, this is what's wrong with me? When the mirror is perfectly clear, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're beautiful, handsome. All of you guys are who you are. All of you. And don't change that for nobody. My name is Koryn, and I just talked to y'all about self-esteem.